Hi, everyone. Thank you for joining me. Today, we're going to talk about syllables. What is a syllable? Um, how can we tell where a syllable is in the word? Okay, so we're going to go ahead and do that today. Let's go ahead and change that screen. Here we go. All right, so for your information, I'm looking at page 31 on the Ventures student book. That's page 31 on the Ventures student book. Okay, so let's listen to the word. Okay, what is the word syllable? Syllable means sound. Okay, so I'm going to put a little speaker here. Oops. Sound. Okay, so if I look at this word here, well, you guys probably already know that the word here is name, right? So how many sounds does the word name have? Well, it has one. Okay, so we say name. Let's clap every time we hear a syllable. Name. Name. Okay, do you hear that? So if I write down the word name, well, you're probably thinking, that word has two vowels. Why is it not two syllables? Well, the reason being is that whenever we have an A and a consonant, so a consonant is any letter that is not a vowel. So this is a consonant, not a vowel. Okay, and then we have the letter E. Okay, the pronunciation is a long A, and the E is silent. The E is silent. Most of the time in English, whenever we see an E at the end of a word, it's going to be silent. Most of the time, not always, but most of the time. So what is the long, A sound is an A, not an A, but an A. So we say name, okay? Let's look at the next word. Okay, well, here now we do have two syllables. We have them here, yeah, and yeah, right here, okay? So here we have, it's gonna be a short A sound. It's gonna be a short A sound, okay? Short, this notation is for short. And the short A sound is ah. Ah. Okay. Why? Because, so why is it going to be short? It's because the next letter is a consonant. So it's not an E. Not an E. So that means our pronunciation of the letter A is going to be ah. So now the next one, the E, is it an E sound or an S sound? In this case, it's going to be an S sound. So it's going to be a short E. Okay? Eh. So the result is going to be address. Address. Okay? A good way that I find to know where the syllables are, and this is a good exercise for pronunciation, is if we have a word that we don't know how to pronounce, let's try to divide the word into parts, essentially into sounds. Okay, so given this word, let's see, let's put this, okay, right there. So this is how we're going to divide it. We're going to have address, address, okay? Address, repeat after me, address. Let's look at the next one. Oops. The next one, we're going to have the word apartment. And syllables, it's something that you're going to have to practice. It will come to you with practice, memorization, and studying. Since English is not, it's not very easy sometimes for pronunciation. Here, we can see the word is apartment. So let's try and clap every time that we hear the word apartment, okay? Apartment. Apartment. So how many syllables is that? Apartment. 3. So how do I divide this? Well, we're going to have part-ment. Okay? Apartment. Repeat after me. Apartment. 3 syllables. Okay? 1, 2, and 3. Do you see that? It's not so hard, is it? It's pretty easy. Now let's look at these drawings here, at these words here. So here we have all the words with 1 syllable, 2 syllables, and 3 syllables, okay? I'm going to write them big over here. So over here we have the word map. Map, repeat after me, map, map. Now, the correct way to say this, and it's okay to exaggerate, okay? Look at the shape of my mouth, okay? Let's look at me real quick. Look at me, map, map, okay? So, map, that's 1 syllable. Let's look at the next word. The next word looks harder, but it's not. Now, in English, whenever we have a double O, so whenever we have this here, O-O, uh-oh, the O-O, the sound is going to be oo, oo. And that is going to result b, u, k, s, books, books, books. So how many sounds is that? How many syllables? Well, it's going to be 1 syllable, right? What about the word? Okay, how do we pronounce 1 O? Is it O or ah? Okay, so it's the same rule that we have for the letter A. Here, the next letter is a consonant, but there's nothing here. There's nothing after the X, okay? It's just an OX, okay? So that means that the pronunciation for the O is going to be short. So it's going to be ah. Repeat after me, ah, 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 box, box. Okay, so box, box. So these one-syllable ones are pretty easy. Here, again, long O or short O. There's no E here at the end. So that means we're going to have a short O. Okay? What is a short O? Ah. Ah. Clock. Clock. The next word. So now, how do I do this? Is it an E sound or an E sound? What do I do? Well, here, after the consonant that goes after the E, we have an S. So that means that the E is going to be short, okay? The result is an S sound, pens, pens, okay? Next one is this right here. Uh-oh, what do I do now? I have two vowels together. Well, in English, most of the time we're going to combine them, okay? So in this case, the AI, okay, let me change color real quick. This is going to make an E sound, a short E, okay? A short E. This is going to be chairs, chairs, okay? How many syllables is that? That's still one. One syllable. Chairs. Okay? The next one. Again. E. Okay, short E. So it's desk. 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 Now let's look at more complicated words. Okay. Now, this is where we're going to try and cut the words into sounds, okay? Here, we have class. Let's cut that here. Then over here, we have another one. How many sounds will this have? Well, this part, remember that when we have an O sound, it's going to be oo, okay? So repeat after me. This is going to have two syllables. Repeat after me. Classroom. Classroom. Okay? Classroom. Do you hear that? Now, what about this word here? Okay. Now, I know that I said that in English, most of the time when we have an E at the end of the word, it's going to be silent. But whenever we have an LE, whenever we have this combination, okay, the sound that it's going to make, it's going to be oh, ul, ul. So that means that this word here is going to have a syllable for this part. It's going to have a syllable for this part right here. And it's going to have a syllable for this part. Okay, so we're going to cut it up here. Mid, dull, middle, middle, okay, middle. Okay, when we say it quickly, like when we're using it in a conversation, we say middle, middle. Look at the next word. Partner. Okay, even when we're writing it down, it's pretty intuitive. Okay, you can just use your feeling to try and see where the sounds are. Partner, partner, partner. 2 syllables. Okay, now we're getting into a word that's a little bit more complicated. What word is that? Well, white. So let's combine it with the word board. Okay, well, wow, that's a lot of vowels. How do I divide this? Well, the E here is part of the word white. Okay, so it's going to be silent. Okay. So the result is here, the I is going to be a long I. And so we have white. The OA, remember, we're going to combine. Okay, we're going to combine the 2 vowels. And the result is an O sound. Okay? So let's cut this up. Whiteboard. 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 Okay, 2 syllables. 2 syllables. The next one. Okay. Now, the ER is going to be an S sound. Is going to be an E sound. Not really, no. The E in this case is it's gonna sound like this. So it's so you gotta use your nose a little bit, okay? You know when you have a stuffy nose when you can't breathe like this? That's what you gotta do. So we have the sound here is ru, ruler, ruler. Let's split it up. Ruler, ruler. Okay. Next, we have this right here. Okay. Now, again, we have let's look at this from the beginning. N-O-T-E. Okay. Stop there. We have the letter O, a consonant, so not a vowel. A consonant is when it is not a vowel, okay? Not a vowel. And then we have the letter E. Okay, so that makes it so that we're going to have a long O sound. O. Okay, so the result is note. Note. Not, it's not going to be not, it's note. Okay. Note. And then here we're going to combine the double O's into oo, book. So the result is note, book, notebook, notebook. 2 syllables. Next we have this right here. Okay. Pen. So here we're going to have our short E sound. And now we're going to have a short I sound, which is E. E. How do we divide this? The CI makes a S sound. S. Okay. So the C makes an S sound. Sounds like an S when it's CI or CE. Okay, it's a soft C. So pen, pencil, pencil, pencil. Now let's look at the more complicated words, the 3-syllable words. Here, let's cut this up. Te, le. Now, the PH sounds like an F. Okay. Tele. Here it ends with an E, so that means it's going to be silent. It's going to be silent. And then the E at the end makes this sound long, so it's O. Let's continue. Te, le, phone. Telephone. Telephone. The next word it's going to be in, ne. Okay, oh, now here's a tricky part. T-I-A-L. How do I do that? Well, first, we should know that most of the time when we have a TI, okay, it's going to be an SH sound, okay? And the IA is going to have an AS sound, all right? So let's try and think about this. Initial. 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 3 syllables. Initial. Initial. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Next one. Okay. How do I do this? Okay. Sig, that's 1. Na, that's 2. TU is going to make a ch sound. Okay. It's going to make a ch sound. Okay. Ch. Okay. This, silent. The result is signature. Signature. signature, 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 right? So here we have pew. Oh, here we have this combination again. What does that sound like? Computer, 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 computer. Not bad, is it? The next word is sharpener. Okay, so sharpener. Split this up. Sharpener. 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 Okay, here we go again. Sharpener. 3 syllables. The next word is pretty easy. Len, len. This part, the AR is going to sound calendar, okay? R, okay? Calendar, calendar, calendar. The next one is going to be the last one. And it's kind of hard, but let's look at it. Okay. So we have an E. Whoops. Okay. Now, the E that's after the S, okay, so it's going to make the A have a long sound. So it's going to be E, ray. Again, this combination is eraser, eraser. Okay, eraser. All right. Well, thank you very much for joining me today. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.